We are about to go on an unforgettable trip through Aston Martin's history. In this video, we focus on 12 reliable Aston Martin vintage models that are still loved by many. Whether you're looking to purchase these classics or are just interested in these amazing cars, we have something for you. Just how many of your classics are featured? Number 1. Aston Martin DB5, 1963 to 1965. If you are a fan of James Bond, you will surely know about the Aston Martin DB5, which was in the movie Goldfinger that was released in the year 1964. The DB5 was manufactured between 1963 and 1965, and it is known by many as the ideal Aston Martin, which offers unmatched luxury along with classic design and performance. The Aston Martin can do wonders for you with the inline-six 4.0-liter engine that can generate around 282 horsepower, giving a DB5 a top speed of 145 miles per hour. At that time, it was quite an achievement. The engine is paired with a 5-speed manual or a 3-speed automatic transmission because some drivers value performance while others like comfort. It was one of the fastest GT cars to exist during its time because it could greatly reduce time by going from 0 to 60 in 8 seconds. This car is a true beauty because it is the definition of elegance as it is built with tailored cast aluminum, bodied over by Carrosseria Touring Milan. The interior of the car offers unmatched comfort as it has Connolly leather seat suedes, along with a variety of switches and gauges shown which portray immense attention to details. The mechanical reliability of the car, with its breathtaking design along with its advanced features of such a period, surely makes it a hot collectible item. The DB5 is not only known whether it's in the form of a Bond car or a performance classic, it still remains a symbol of perfection and excellence in the modern world. Number 2. Aston Martin DB4, 1958 to 1963. The Aston Martin DB4, McKee explains, represents a turning point for the brand's history since it offers a new chapter in performance and design, featuring an impeccable design. The DB4 was built between 1958 and 1963 and marked the first time an Aston Martin model fully utilized the new Aston Martin Newport Pagnell facility and signaled future greatness. The DB4 was powered by a 3.7-liter straight-six engine, which has been designed by engineer Tadek Merrick. With 240 horsepower and a top speed of 140 miles per hour, the DB4 was capable of going from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 9 seconds, numbers that were incredible during that mid-20th century period. Coupled with a 4-speed manual transmission and all-around disc brakes, it was a driver's automobile that was always a lot of fun to operate and drove considered to be hard to control. Using Italian car exporter Carrosseria Touring to manufacture it, the DB4's design was credited to the Superleggera lightweight construction methods. It was destined to transform luxury automobile design with its elegant contours and a shape that had a distinctive grille on its front and a round tail. It set a new standard for Aston Martin designs for many years to follow. The inside of the DB4 consisted of a plush, high-end cabin with leather upholstery, polished woods, and ergonomic layouts. All the grand tourers of the era adored and admired this model for its unmatched reliability and sophisticated mechanics. The DB4 is etched in the history of Aston Martin as a treasure and as a predecessor to the fabled DB5, a true testament to the brand's heritage. Number 3. Aston Martin DB6, 1965 to 1971. To 1971. The Aston Martin DB6, manufactured from 1965 to 1971, is a true modernization of the signature style of the DB model line. It is a mashup of a classic Aston Martin look with enhanced functionality and performance. It succeeded the DB5, making comforting and customer-friendly additions, and still retaining the beloved aspects of the former model. The inline-six engine, DB5, still continues as a 4.0-liter beast in the production of DB6 as well, making it only stronger and powerful with a standard offering of 282 horsepower and 325 horsepower for the Vantage variant. The vehicle was able to top the charts at an impressive speed of 150 miles per hour with an acceleration start of 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.4 seconds, which wholly cemented its position of a force to be reckoned with, Shang-Chu. The provision of both manual and automatic gear types widened the consumer's options. The longer wheelbase and the modification in body structure turned out to be the game changers in the DB6 variant. The high-speed stability and improved aerodynamics bore the seams of a camtail, allowing the trim end at the back. This adjustment in design priority, along with the added rear seat, increased the practicality of the DB6 model for the greater touring market. Air conditioning combined with power windows was a commendable innovation for the time. Alongside the standard Connolly leather included Wilton carpets. Because of its enduring DB6, which successfully combines style, performance, and reliability, praise is always extended to it. This makes the car firm for both dealerships and enthusiasts. Number 4. Aston Martin DB6, 1965 to 1971. To 1971, the Aston Martin 8 Vantage is considered the first British supercar by many. Produced from 1977 to 1989, it is a more advanced version of the Aston Martin 8. It's remarkably powerful and stunning, which made it a desirable model to own during its time. The V8 Vantage came with a 5.3-liter V8 engine typical of Aston Martin cars. The early models of V8 Vantage provided approximately 375 horsepower, but later versions peaked at over 400 horsepower. With such immense power, the V8 was able to reach a top speed of 170 miles per hour, while sprinting from 0 to 60 within the span of just 5.3 seconds, which was much faster than some of its competitors, for example, the Ferrari Daytona. The design of the car featured an aggressive look, which included a protruding rear wing, skirting on the sides, and a deep air dam. These designs not only enhanced the car's appeal, but improved its aerodynamics as well. Meaty tires increased the car's presence, transforming the Aston Martin into a muscle car. The interior of the Aston Martin 8 Vantage was extremely luxurious and powerful. The seats were upholstered with leather that was handcrafted and were complemented with high-quality wood trim that provided utmost comfort to both the drivers and passengers in the vehicle. Aston Martin fans and collectors seeking for a high-performance machine. The V8 Vantage was a remarkable classic for its grand repairability and its exceptional performance qualities. Number 5. Aston Martin DBS, 1967 to 1972. Between the years 1967 and 1972, the Aston Martin DBS was able to act as a bridge for the brand to diversify from its classic DB series and delve into the V8-powered division. The Indian car company had a reputation of acquiring bold designing features, and they managed to hold on to it even with the DBS, and it can still be considered as one of the classic models that are ageless. Back then, people adored an engine with a 282 horsepower, and that is what Aston Martin decided to go with. Even though it was accompanied by the trusted 4.0-liter straight-six from the DB6, the DBS was durable to a push. The brand did not stop there, as in 1969, they were able to implement a 5.3-liter V8 engine that was able to push over 300 horsepower. Moreover, the V8 version was able to act as an advantage and loyalty card for the brand while working on future performance cars for Aston Martin. The car itself went through a rebranding, as the car was previously known to rely on its curves, but the DBS was given a sharp and ruched look along with a wider-looking body, headlights, and grille, showcasing a differentiating look from its predecessors. The Aston Martin reputation for maintaining a standard of comfort for their passengers within their cars was upheld in the DBS, with an interior composed of premium leather spaces, wood veneer built along with a trim design. The DBS not only continues to shine as a paragon of exceptional performance and reliability, but also has cultural significance, most notably in its appearances in James Bond films and The Persuaders. It is and will always remain a classic. That said, it does epitomize Aston Martin's step into a new epoch of design. Number 6. Aston Martin Lagonda, 1974 to 1990. The Aston Martin Lagonda is bold and striking as a luxury sedan, defying conventions when it comes to automobiles between the years 1974 to 1990, as it had produced a revolutionary piece of technology. It is said that the automobile had unmatched styling and capabilities, which in turn enabled it to flourish in the world of aviation. With astonishing 280 to 300 horsepower, the Lagonda was equipped with a cool head, turning 5.3-liter V8 engine, which was sure to deliver utmost luxurious performance one seeks in a sedan. With a breathtaking top speed of 143 miles per hour and a silky, comfortable cruising experience, Aston Martin knew how to value its customers. William Townes made sure to ace the design for Aston Martin because, with the Lagonda having such broad angles and different futuristic features, set it aside from the traditional luxury sedans. In fact, even its instrument cluster took a Jaguar shape. The interior for Aston Martin Lagonda had been described as nothing but pure technology and advancements. With the car having a digital dashboard and touch controls, it was said that there were minor issues with the reliability of the systems, but still those did not disregard the handcrafted luxury the automobile had to offer. Although it did cause a few controversies in the beginning phase, Lagonda is quite popular among few for its bold design, alongside engineering, and it is surely one of Aston Martin's classics. Before we move on to the next one in the list, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you're enjoying this content so far, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks to all of you who do. Number 7. Aston Martin V8 Saloon, 1969 to 1989. The Aston Martin's V8 Saloon, designed and built between 1969 and 1989, is among the brand's most successful acting models, with an impressive two-decade production run. It was pivotal in solidifying Aston Martin's status as a manufacturer of top-notch Gran Turismos, thanks to its combination of intense performance, high-end luxury, and dependability. It was powered by 5.3 liters of V8 powerhouse constructed by Tadek Mark, with the motor generating about 315 horsepower. As you move towards their more modern variants, this power began to exponentially increase. With this kind of engine, the V8 was successful in reaching a peak speed of 160 miles per hour, along with an impressive 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. Its design, as all cars do, progressed throughout the 2 decades, starting from the standard, rounded nose all the way to V8 tweaked ones. While having a wide range of variations, the clean lines coupled with the wide grille provided the car with an understated aesthetic. The splendor of the car was beautifully complemented by the V8 Saloon's interior, which consisted of handcrafted leather upholstery, wooden trims, and a wide set of amenities which combined primarily for the purposes of comfort and sophistication. For its renowned engineering and strength, the V8 Saloon is loved by a lot of fans and collectors as a modern classic because it has shown to be highly dependable. Number 8. Aston Martin Vantage Volante, 1986 to 1989. With its sleek open-top style, the Aston Martin Fauve 8 Vantage, equipped with power convertible, offers an adrenaline experience and a dose of class. But in a shocking twist, it was made between 1989 and 1986. It's fair to say that it is one of the best vintage Aston Martins and one that offers precisely what an enthusiast hopes for: exclusivity, power, and elegance. Taking a look under the hood, one would be able to notice the impressive 5.3-liter V8 engine that left its mark on the world of motorsports. With the right configurations, one could grab the impressive target of 400-plus horsepower, which to some might seem like a start. Nudge it a little and one would be on the motorway pulling off 60 miles per hour in less than 5.5 seconds. It would be safe to say that it is one of the fastest convertibles of its time. With its picture-perfect combination of properly positioned widened tires, deep designed front and rear bumpers to go along with matured architecturally expanded wheel arches, the Vantage Volante stands out for its bold design. The soft top enables the vehicle to be a multi-purpose one, allowing high-speed driving as well as a new exhilarating experience. Offering what it should be known for, Aston Martin flaunts its luxurious design by hand-stitching the leather and installing a fine wooden veneer inside to give that perfect style and comfort, or any car enthusiast gears. Because of the low supply, luxury, and high-performance elements that characterize the Vantage Volante, this type of car will become a classic that is highly sought after and is able to capture the very best of the work of Aston Martin engineers. Number 9. Aston Martin DB 2/4, 1953 to 1957. The Aston Martin Grand Bushido cars began with the inception of the Aston Martin DB 2/4 between the years of 1953 to 1957, and as stated by historians, it was a revolutionary car. Every solitary crease and figure for the design of the car was made to introduce some practicality to it. And the best part of it all was that it was made to be driven solely with ease. The automotive industry managed to produce a DB2/4 that was powered by an inline-six engine with the ability to produce 125 horsepower, and later on this was upgraded to a 2.9-liter motor with 140 horsepower output. Such a vehicle would be able to achieve an astounding top speed of 120 miles per hour, and it was safe for me to say that such a feat during those times was considered impressive. Another reason why this vehicle was quite popular back during its peak was the superb engineering it was built upon. A sturdy suspension and build ensured a smooth riding experience for the driver and the passengers. Now moving on to the interior features of the car, it's a widely known fact that a sleek design and contemplating was only for the elites, and the leather finish with massive elegant gauges showcased the mid-century luxury perfectly, while maintaining handcrafting techniques. Finally, the DB2/4 styling carried forward the strong, sleek lines from its predecessor, but this time it was altered off ever so slightly, which introduced better aerodynamics along with aesthetics. The DB2/4 is still viewed in high regard for its versatility, style, and performance. In fact, it has become the building block for the future progress of Aston Martin. Number 10. Aston Martin Model DB. Mark III, 1957 to 1959. The Aston Martin DB. Mark III was manufactured between 1957 to 1959, and it is truly the most significant evolution of the DB series, as it is considered to be a classic that gave direction to future Aston Martins. In terms of design and engineering, the DB Mark III is exceptional, akin to being a masterpiece, something that is treasured and also a tribute to what the company prides itself on, which is luxury. The car was equipped with a 2.9-liter inline-six engine constructed by Tadek Marek. The base model can deliver 162 horsepower, and when fully tweaked with dual exhaust system, it can provide up to 195 horsepower. With this kind of power in a car means you could reach a maximum speed of 120 miles per hour, while smooth and reliable performance makes it perfect for grand touring. Aston Martin redesigned a few components that redefine the future of the company, including the DB4 and DB5. Notable mentions being stronger brakes and better suspension, ultimately enhancing the driving dynamics of the car. The comfortable interior of the DB Mark III featured leather seats, a wooden dashboard, and wide range of optional equipment, including overdrive and automatic transmission, so it was no surprise that it had the luxury standard associated with British automotive firm Aston Martin. As far as UK automotive firms go, Aston Martin built only 551 examples of the DB Mark III, making it a rare classic. This will always be its trademark among Aston Martin fans and collectors because of its high performance, reliability, and style. Number 11. Aston Martin Model DB. Mark III, 1957 to 1959. The Aston Martin DB Mark III was manufactured between 1957 to 1959, and it is truly the most significant evolution of the DB series, as it is considered to be a classic that gave direction to future Aston Martins. In terms of design and engineering, the DB Mark III is exceptional, akin to being a masterpiece, something that is treasured and also a tribute to what the company prides itself on, which is luxury. The car was equipped with a 2.9-liter inline-six engine constructed by Tadek Marek. The base model can deliver 162 horsepower, and when fully tweaked with dual exhaust system, it can provide up to 195 horsepower. With this kind of power in a car means you could reach a maximum speed of 120 miles per hour, while smooth and reliable performance makes it perfect for grand touring. Aston Martin redesigned a few components that redefined the future of the company, including the DB4 and DB5. Notable mentions being stronger brakes and better suspension, ultimately enhancing the driving dynamics of the car. The comfortable interior of the DB Mark III featured leather seats, a wooden dashboard, and wide range of optional equipment, including overdrive and automatic transmission, so it was no surprise that it had the luxury standard associated with British automotive firm Aston Martin. As far as UK automotive firms go, Aston Martin built only 551 examples of the DB Mark III, making it a rare classic. This will always be its trademark among Aston Martin fans and collectors because of its high performance, reliability, and style. Number 12. Aston Martin DB7, 1994 to 2004. From 1994 to 2004, the Aston Martin DB7 was built, which is a memorable milestone model that transformed the brand and propelled Aston Martin into the 21st century. Acknowledged for its sleek design and phenomenal performance, the DB7 car is and remains a quintessential classic for many and continues to be enjoyed by avid fans and collectors alike. As its initial configuration, the DB7 offered a 3.2-liter supercharged inline-six motor that generated DC 335 horsepower and could achieve a top speed of 161 miles per hour. When the DB7 V12 Vantage was released in 1999, the car was equipped with a V12 engine with 5.9 liters capacity, which offered an output of 420 horsepower with a top speed of 186 miles per hour and 0 to 60 belted in only 3.6 seconds, 4.9 seconds, which not only offered good looks but coupled with performative capabilities, the DB7 could be regarded as a sports car. Ian Callum was responsible for the DC7 design, which included classic features such as a long bonnet, curvy lines, and the well-known Aston Martin grille. For all intents and objectives, the car was developed on a platform derived from Jaguar. However, it was modified in detail to represent Aston Martin's luxury high-performance progenitors. Offering fine hand-stitched leather interior detailing paired with wood decoration, the DB7 was quite advanced for its period and was designed for both coziness and luxury. Further appealing features included custom trims and high-end audio equipment, which were offered as optional components. Bestowed with respect for its reliability, low cost, and timeless beauty, the DB7 is a key hero of Aston Martin history, which links the heritage parts of the company with modern-day vehicles. Not only do we thank you for going along with us on this journey of Aston Martin's most reliable vintage classics, but also hope you perhaps spotted your most cherished clock on the list. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more such content related to motors. Do let us know in the comments below, what's your favorite Aston Martin? Till next time, keep chasing those classic car dreams